No, not me, dude. Not fucking me. Come on, man. I'm the fucking press. I get you. You don't need to fucking aim it. Why even aiming that shit at me, man? I'm like not a fucking threat. Please de-escalate.
That is a stun grenade. Are you serious right now? Maybe you guys should just go ahead and record me, bro. This is me. This is my job. You're not going to intimidate me. We still have a First Amendment in this country.
It's worth noting that the people who stormed out and immediately aimed their weapons at press were federal police, not military. Those are DHS guys.
Hey, hello? Yeah, I can't go over there right now because the crowd is forming. But what can we do to stop this? Because this is insane. This is insane.
This was the operation at MacArthur Park.
Okay, please, can you leave it ASAP?
Everyone in the DHS must be arrested. I mean, that's not even like a Giga Chad epic-based dab if you agree, honk the horn if you agree type post or whatever. Like, unironically, yeah, I don't know how the fuck you take Germany back in 1945 without the fucking Gestapo getting, you know, getting put through the ringer legally. Look at this. From Cassie, the best poster, abolishing ICE is rapidly becoming the popularist position. If Dems actually went to war on this and did good political communication, it could be both a big political win and a way to structurally disempower the opposition. But no, they'll keep reliving last election cycle. True. Look at this. This is crazy. Negative sentiment about arrests and deportations has tarnished ICE's image as well. Most Americans now see the agency unfavorably, 52%, rather than favorably, only 39%, and the number who view it very unfavorably is nearly twice as large as the number who view it very unfavorably. That is crazy. Do you have any idea how difficult it is to get Americans to dislike a police agency? Reflecting this backlash, ICE gets overwhelmingly negative ratings from Democrats, 8% favorable, 85% unfavorable. Latino Americans, 25 to 67, African Americans, 11 to 63, and adults between the ages of 18 and 29, 28 to 61. Crazy. Oh, and there's John Fetterman. ICE performs an important job for our country. Any calls to abolish ICE are inappropriate and outrageous. Well, we know he's been bought, okay? We know that he's been bought. It's so, okay, I understand why, in spite of Democrats being polarized more and more against Israel, why Democrats are uncomfortable moving against Israel, right? It's because of AIPAC, the donors, corporations, blah-de-blah, okay? But what about ICE? For Democrats, 8 to 85? Like, there are more Democrats who feel unfavorably about ICE, and this is with barely any pushback from the Democrats, than there are Democrats that agree on anything else. You could probably find more Democrats than 8% who think that gay marriage shouldn't be legal. That's crazy. Look at the reply. This reply right here, with one like, this is the one you want me to look at? No? You want me to look at the one with Fetterman? That's true. That's a good post. Yeah, can't get that on Blue Sky. Do those numbers fall along party lines? Yeah, the majority of Republicans like ICE. But I guess maybe I'm playing by the old playbook. My understanding was that, like, for Democrats to win, they should do things that excite Democrats. You know? Like, Jesus Christ, man. 85 to 8? Unfavorable? Plus 77 unfavorable? It's like insane numbers. I can't imagine an easier layup. Abolish ICE is unironically, for the Democratic voter, the centrist position. That's not even a joke. And that's with basically nothing being done by the establishment Dems. Full restructuring of ICE and TSA. You just don't need ICE. You literally don't. There's nothing. The DHS did not exist until after 9/11. You don't need ICE. There's nothing about America that relies on ICE. How do they get to 8 to 85 when the breakdown shows more people viewing it more favorable? I don't know what you mean. Most Americans now see the agency unfavorably, 52%, rather than favorably, 39%, which means that they're at a minus 13 favorability, which is pretty significant. in LA, a lot of the arrests are done by Border Patrol. They need to be abolished too, but they don't get the attention ICE does. Yeah, look, y'all know how I feel about Border Patrol, but ICE is on a different level right now. You know? I mean, I think the entire DHS should be broken. But like ICE is very obviously being used as the, like they are the forefront of this new, like, Gestapo. Like they're the ones being mobilized. That's why in this fucking, in this video, like, look at them. I don't know if these are ICE specifically. They're DHS. They're federal police. But look at this. Look, by the way, phenomenal entrance from this retard. Great stuff there. None of these people have military training. Keep that in mind. Okay, all these people in oh yeah, he's ICE, says right there. These people don't have military training. They don't have training on de-escalation, on conflict management, on rules of engagement. None of that, you know? They don't have basic, they don't spend 4 years out in Iraq or whatever, cleaning toilets with toothbrushes and sucking each other's dicks like they all do. These people are literally fucking clowns. They're LARPers. And they immediately point weapons at press. And wear masks. Actual soldiers don't wear masks. Unless it's really dusty, maybe. I don't know. Genuine question. Are there any Democrats who are leading in on the abolish ICE language right now? Are there any Democrats who are like, you know, maybe we should reconsider whether or not this federal policing agency even has these powers, even has the ability to... Oh, I know of one. I know of one, just judging by my YouTube searches.
The arrest by ICE agents of yourself, violently arrested on camera at an immigration courthouse in Manhattan. You were trying to escort an immigrant. They were trying to detain that day. You were asking for a warrant. A man you say didn't even have a lawyer. How alarming was that for you to see ICE officials arrest you, detain you? You know, if they can do that to you, to borrow a line, what are they doing to people we don't see on camera who aren't elected officials?
Yeah, I mean, here I would just urge members of the public are welcome to go sit in these immigration courtrooms, wherever you are, if they have them. It is a banana republic. I mean, people are stripped of due process. Today, last week, the government was moving to, quote unquote, dismiss people's cases, deportation cases, and therefore strip them of their status as asylum seekers and make them subject to expedited removal. Today, they weren't even bothering with that. I mean, I just literally not an hour ago watched a number of people be grabbed and disappeared by ICE agents who have active asylum cases. The judge had literally just said, thank you for filing your asylum application. There's a hearing I'm scheduling for February of 2027. Come back. And there's two brothers from Colombia who were explaining their father had been assassinated, and they think they're going to get the chance to come back and present their credible fear. And then they walk out in the hallway and masked, non-uniformed ICE agents grab them and deport them. There is an emergency happening in our immigration court system right now. And yes, the fact that that included arresting and detaining me, you know, only for 4 hours.
Bill Kristol said the DHS should be deleted. Yeah, Bill Kristol has had that position for a long time, right? The official DHS Twitter account flipped out at Brad because he spoke the truth. It's so cool how administrative agencies now just post on Twitter. Like they do normal posts on Twitter. Isn't that fucking wild? I saw one just the other day where they got ratioed. They literally like angrily replied in a comment. I don't know if they're doing chat GPT responses or if somebody's actually typing it out. It's probably chat GPT. But they were losing their damn minds. They want to keep their masks so fucking badly. It reminds me of how, do you see that thing where like IDF soldiers are being instructed to not face the camera for their portraits so that they can't be held accountable in future war crime tribunals? I don't know if they're all doing that or if it was just like one little photo shoot to performatively demonstrate the extent to which the Israelis have been shackled, how they're being anti-Semitically oppressed with the expectation that they not do war crimes. I'm not really sure. I still hate how they're portraying this as make ICE accountable. Yeah, because accountability for ICE at this point means mass trials. We are not talking about like a few administrators get paid leave or whatever. Like at this point, like it is the Gestapo. They have to be treated as such. They need trials. Or sent to alligator Alcatraz. Yeah, like that post from was it the Lincoln Republicans, the Lincoln Project? They were cooking with that one. One day alligator Auschwitz will be filled with the ones who built it. I know they're just a bunch of posters and grifters who like to pay off their consultants, but still, bars. Edgy losers. I mean, I would prefer edgy losers to completely ineffectual passive losers, which is the mainstream Democrat position. Cringe Maoist LARPer. Have you considered the economic anxiety of those poor Trump voters? Never Trump Republicans. We will put them in concentration camps after the revolution. That's true. That's the median Democrat, man. A lady who told her rep that you need to bleed to, or be willing to bleed to fight Trump. What's ironic is many never-Trumper Republicans have become more outspoken and willing to take a stand on issues that moderate centrist Dems will cave on. I unironically think that's because they haven't been subjected to the constant never-go-left propaganda that establishment Dems have. Because Republicans aren't getting that talk, you know? Consultants and donors and lobbyists aren't going to the Republicans and saying, all right, you guys can have fun, but no socialism. That's not, why would they have that conversation? So the never-Trump Republicans come out and they're like, oh, wow, Trump's really fucking bad. Trump's like Hitler. I should act like it. Meanwhile, the centrist Dems are constantly paranoid of stepping into... they just want everything to go back to normal. I don't think never-Trump Republicans think it can go to normal. I think they've woken up to that, at least a lot of them, right? They understand the Republican Party is never going to have a big turnaround. It's never going to go, oh, wait, this whole Trump thing was bad. We're going to go back to, you know, the way things were back under Bush or whatever. They understand, yeah, it's been captured, but Democrats are still hoping that one day everyone will wake up and go, oh, wow, the past couple of years has been like really wacky. Let's go back to Obama. Do you think all Republican Party politicians are evil? Yeah. Maybe you can find some like local or state reps who ran Republican to guarantee a vote in an uncontested district, and then once they got in, they tried their best to pull things to the left. But that's like a tiny minority, and they're not meaningfully changing anything. So at least not at the level we're looking at, right? We're not really aware of what's going on at that level.